Let's face it, the super fun part of e-biking is when you get a chance to upgrade your bike, be it the parts on there or things that will make that ride a little bit better. So here's our pick of the best to suit all budgets. Right, let's kick things off really cheaply. We're talking those upgrades that are going to cost you under £20 that will make a big difference. First up, it's got to be the grips on your handlebars. Now these are available in lots of different thicknesses and compounds. Just make sure you get the lock-on versions because they stop that grip rotating, especially in wet conditions. You don't want that firing off the end of the bar. Yes, a bell. Well, you might laugh at this one, but it's definitely worth putting on your handlebars. It's going to alert other trail users to your presence. It's way better than skidding your wheels or shouting at people to get out of the way. Put it down by the stem, keep it out of the way, and it's there when you need it. Now, a great upgrade to do to your brakes is swapping your brake pads out from organic to sintered brake pads. One, they're going to last a lot longer, and two, they're going to dissipate that heat a lot better, particularly on those long descents. Now, if your trails look like this, then something I strongly suggest that you get is going to be a bike cleaner. Now, this is really going to cut down on those cleaning times and make your bike sparkle. Now that's some of the best upgrades for under £20 that I can think of. So let's step it up a level and talk about £50 and under. Now first up, I think a tubeless upgrade kit for your wheels. If you're not running tubeless, then you're definitely missing out. If you fit tubeless kit to your tyres, you can run your tyres at a lower pressure, you can get a lot more grip and a lot more comfort from your bike. And of course, no punctures. Next up is going to be a mudguard. Now mudguards come in at all sorts of different prices. Something like this is probably going to cost you under £20. But when it's super muddy in the winter, I like to go for that full moto style mudguard, meaning that it sticks out the front of the forks and the rear. It's going to protect you and it's going to protect your bike. Next up, I suggest getting hold of some spare sensor leads and some wheel magnets for your bikes. The leads do break occasionally and the magnets can fall off of your wheels. Now having a spare in your van or your riding pack could save the day. Right, let's double that £50 budget up to £100. Lots of different upgrades you can do here, but I strongly suggest tyres. It's going to be one of the things you need to think about. Something like this Maxxis Crossmark is going to improve your range. Something like the Maxxis Assegai tyres that I've got on my Levo behind me, it's going to give you a lot more grip and a lot more confidence when it comes to those downhill sections. Think whether you need range or whether you need grip. Upgrading your pedals can make a massive difference too. Quality pedals like this Crank Brothers stamp, it's going to give you a lot more grip and a lot more strength. You've also got quality bearings on there, and these pedals are going to take all those hard knocks. Now an e-bike specific saddle is a definite worthwhile upgrade. Multiple layers of foam on there, you've got floating rails, and of course that lipped back to really push you forward and keep that weight in the right place when it comes to climbs. Now, if you want to upgrade the braking power of your e-bike, a great place to start with will be the size of the rotors. Most e-bike rotors are 200mm wide, but you can actually get some companies offering 220, even 230mm rotors. That's really going to give you a load of bite and a load of braking power. Now the bars and stem make up the cockpit of your e-bike, and this is where all the control goes on. You can make some drastic changes here with stem length, stem rise, bar width, bar material. The list is literally endless. It's a great way to customize and upgrade that cockpit area. Lastly, let's talk unlimited budget. Now first up, I want to recommend a GARMIN. Now this is simply a computer on your handlebars. It'll map where you've been, how fast you've been, how hard your heart's been beating, what mode you're in on your e-bike. The list is literally endless. Put one of these on your bars and you'll never get lost again. A muck-off power washer. Yes, you can get some power washers a little bit cheaper than this one, but the muck-off bike one is really worth the cash. It speeds up that washing process, but it keeps your bike nice and safe whilst doing so. Upgrading the wheels on your e-mountain bike is a great idea. Your wheels are under a load of stress from the weight and all those impacts that you're going to be getting on the downhill sections. Upgrading them to something like these Mavic D-Max is going to make a big difference. You've got a really strong rim on there. You've got a steel free hub body, meaning that free hub and the cassette is going to be able to be removed super easy. Little touches like that can make a huge difference. And lastly, my ultimate upgrade has to be a spare battery. Now, if you're out on your e-bike and you're running out of juice, then I suggest getting one of these and sticking it in your backpack. It's going to make a huge difference. Obviously going to double your range. This is a 700 watt-hour battery from Specialized, meaning that if I put this in my rucksack, I'm going to have 1,400 watt-hours of battery power, and that is going to entail some huge rides. And that's it. That's our ultimate upgrades for all sorts of budgets. Let us know where you spent the money on your e-bike and how it makes a difference down in the comments box below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe to us here on EMBN and give us a find and a follow on your social media. Thanks for watching and get upgrading.